episode 22 of MLB 19 The Show. I'm your host, JD Zach Dawson of the Iamacreator group. I know you guys were expecting Doom Eternal tonight, but I decided you guys will have a new episode of that on my upcoming day off, and that will be the coming weekend. And that would be on Saturday, the 15th. So we can try to build a good strategy inside the area that we're at, so we can follow the story of where we're at this point. So I decided to give an episode of baseball for you guys tonight. But other than that, I don't think it'll be a terrible idea. If you guys are joining in, want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week, be sure to hit that red support button. Zombie Gaming in the Iamacreator group equals Payitforward and be rewarded in the chat. You guys can also smash the like button the same way, and we should be okay. If there's also anybody in the chat that does have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter anytime you'd like. Anytime you'd like at this point. When we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist, and leaving a good comment, and you guys are all good to go, as we always stay connected. If you guys also want to vote for the idol, it lands at 28, and the greatest summons at 12. As the Cardinals are looking to make it 3 in a row. 12 Cardinals trying to make it 3 wins in a row. As the 9-12 Cardinals will be hosting the 8-15 Milwaukee Brewers in Game 1 in St. Louis. 9-12 Cardinals are just trying to do that tonight. In Game 1 in St. Louis, on the mound for the 9-12 Cardinals will be Miles McCullough. McCullough has a 1-2 record, 46 strikeouts, 1.23 ERA. Good evening, Brother Mark. How are you tonight, buddy? Brother, how you been? And on the mound in Game 1 in St. Louis, on the mound for the 8-15 Brewers will be Zach Davies. 0-3 win-loss record, 39 strikeouts, 6.86 ERA. We'll take it down to the ballpark, as the 9-12 Cardinals are looking for the 10th win of the season. So there you go, guys, on the mound for the 9-12 Cardinals tonight in Game 1 at St. Louis will be Miles McCullough. 1-2, 1-2, 3-2-3 ERA. And here's the starting lineup for the 9-12 Cardinals this season. Leading off will be Tommy Edman, third baseman, Colin Wong at second base, Paul Gosman at first base, Marcelo Zona at left field, Paul DeZong at shortstop, Tyro O'Neill at center field, Jose Martinez at right field, Yadier Molina, the catcher, batting 8th, and batting 9th, the starting pitcher. On the mound for the 9-12 Cardinals in Game 1 St. Louis, it's Miles McCullough. Tyro O'Neill will be getting some rest for the 9-12 Cardinals. So, how was everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys were good. I just got up from my nap a little while ago. Had some chips, had my leftover Coke bottle that I've had in the fridge, in the refrigerator today, but I also had a meatball and marinara Hot Pocket tonight, but I'm thinking about getting some fresh air tonight too, since my opponent was just trying to call me, but she wanted to see if I was going to call her back tonight, but she wanted me to call her tonight on the way to Dollar General. I'm like, I just got up from my nap a little while ago. I probably won't have to try to make a call or anything, but I think I might be okay. Something in the tone you won't like it. What would that be, brother? Anything terrible? So on the mound for the 9-12 Cardinals in Game 1 in St. Louis will be Miles McCullough. Fifth start of the season, 1-2 record, 1.23 ERA. He's given up 16 hits. And I think 43 strikeouts the same way. And leading off for the 8-15 Brewers will be Hernan Perez, shortstop. Batting 141, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. Well, how are you tonight, Lloyd? It's good to see you. And also, my pun was going to be in the chat earlier this over the weekend, but apparently her phone died. First pitch by McCollis. Up top, ball 1, 1-0. First pitch was at 6:45 tonight. Game 1 in St. Louis.
4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had
you guys also have IZN News coming away in just a little while.
They're playing really focused right
but either way, I'm just a little bit tired for my nap tonight, but I can't complain. But I do go back tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then I'm off Saturday. Coming up with you guys, we'll have a new episode of the MLB Turtle by then. But it is still every Saturday and Sunday. So I just needed a night off break on that. After 2-1 by Collis. To the right, 2-2. My ex hooked up with me, so no reason to say, Brother Mark, you did nothing wrong, we need the break from dating. We can be best friends, but I'd say fine by me. But as long as you guys still have each other's back, that won't be a problem. Are we talking about Mars? Not really. That'll be fly ball to right center field. Makes the catch, good catch defensively. Would have been a good hit, but that's the first out for the Brewers. Game 1 in St. Louis. Good catch defensively. And there's the starting lineup for the 8-15 Brewers of the season. Chris Yelich is batting third with a .235 average. His last 10 games with the 8-15 Brewers, he's 4 for 12, an average of .333. Brings up Keston Herrera, second baseman, .222 average. Red Sox 4, Tigers 1 in Boston.
First pitch on its way.
To the left, 0-1. Yeah, I'm talking about my ex, Sailor Mars, who dropped me for no reason. Well, at least you guys are going to be getting a break at this point, but you guys didn't do anything wrong since there hasn't been a lot of conflicts, correct? Strike 2 to the upper left, 0-2. But what's going to be your plan going forward, since you and Mars are no longer dating? Any ideas?
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
I mean, do the other family members know what's going on, or just you and her at this point? That's still 0-2. Struck him out looking at the bottom. Big strikeout, and that's the second out for the Brewers. For strikeout by Miles McCollis. He is on the mound in Game 1 in St. Louis for the 9-12 Cardinals. We play once again. So look at the elevation of any stadium in baseball history. Foul ball behind home base, 0-1. Brings up right fielder, guys. Right-handed batter, Christian Yelich. .235, 4 home runs, 9 ribbies. He also receives 3 stolen bases.
The windup and the 0-1.
Up to the upper right, 0-2. Equals strike 2. So I might date on a woman again, or cousin Sarah Uranus. Now, Sasha Sarah Neptune, I tell them what happened. So are they actually okay with it? As long as they're okay with it from in the book, that won't be a problem. Ground ball center field, throws to first, and the inning is over. Total 3 outs defensively. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Brewers. Game 1 St. Louis underway. Go to bottom of the first inning, Brewers nothing, and the Cardinals coming up to bat. In Game 1 St. Louis, on the mound for the 8-15 Brewers, will be Zach Davies. Davies making his 5th start of the series, 0-3 record, 6.86 ERA, and he's given up 31 hits, 5 walks, and 39 strikeouts of the season. Due up for the Cardinals will be third baseman Tommy Edman. He's also a good stealer. No, they're not. This worry for me, y'all's family member. Oh, okay. I think my end zone may know a thing or two about this, but we'll see. You guys will be having IZN News tonight as well, so we do have some stuff to get to. But like I said, Doom Eternal will have a new episode the coming weekend on the coming Saturday. So I don't think it'll be a problem for you guys. I just need a break so I can calm down that and see what I can do. But tomorrow after 12, you guys will have The Last of Us 2. 0-2 count by Davies. Swing struck him out, and that's the first stop for the Cardinals. Rockies 2, Nationals 1 in Colorado. And there's a starting lineup for the 9-12 Cardinals this season. Colin Wong is batting .222. He's the only one that leads the 9-12 Cardinals in batting average this season. The others are actually a little more below or something. And that'll bring up second baseman Colin Wong. .222, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. But I did have an alright nap tonight, but still not much to complain or to authorize for sure. White Sox 2, Orioles nothing in Baltimore, Maryland. 1-0 count. Strike 1 in the upper left corner, 1-1. Red Sox 4, Tigers 1 in Boston.
The 1-1.
Swing swung a little too late. That's 1-2. Hong Wong has an average of .222.
1 out, nobody on.
Something about the stupid COVID-19 set. When it comes to 50,000 cases each day. Swing at the bottom. Back-to-back strikeouts. Second out for the Cardinals. 300,000 deaths. I think that'll be stupid. People need to understand what they're trying to do. They're not doing the right thing by keeping themselves safe, keep on having social distancing in real life and whatnot. But I hope it does end by early next year. Because I don't think there's going to be an F8's idle until next year. Until we have something big going on. Ball 2. The bottom 2-0. Especially with COVID-19 parties. That's not going to get it done. To be honest. That's really not going to happen for a lot of us. Because that'll bring a lot of people to bring a lot of stupid deaths to not doing what we're supposed to be doing. But other than that, we're doing the best we can. 2-1 count. The bottom, ball 3-1. On deck is Marcell Ozuna, 206, 4 home runs, 10 ribbies. He is on deck. And Paul Goldschmidt is batting .208. He is a power hitter from the former Arizona Diamondbacks. And was that ball 4? No, that's strike 2. The 3-2 by Davies. Foul ball behind home base, 3-2. The fans were thinking it would have been a ball 4, but it was actually the second strike. That'll be fly ball to right center field. Racing back, doesn't get there. He does make a good catch. Defensively, and the inning is over. We played 1 inning in the Bucks, guys. Go to top of the second. Game 1, St. Louis. Cardinals nothing, and the Brewers nothing. Due up for the Brewers. Will be third baseman Mike Moustakas. Moustakas batting .215, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. Like I said, my nap wasn't all too bad today, but I did sleep in a couple times. During my last couple days off, like 2 or 3. Actually, just 3 at this point. But I'm okay. I'm a tough tiger. Same with my fun with when we get married in a couple years. Pirates won, D-backs won, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go Steelers. 1-1 count by McCullis. Foul ball behind home base, 1-2.
The 1-2.
Struck him out, up and right, outside the zone. And that's the first out for the Brewers. Second strike for the 9-12 Cardinals as followed. So I decided, I told my opponent, and I quote, that I can wait till tomorrow. Since I go back to work tomorrow for the next 5 days, and then I'm off Saturday. Brings up Ketzer, Usami Grandal. 188, 1 ribby. And when it comes to morning shifts, you guys have an understatement point. But I'm usually tired that quick when it comes to being off in the afternoons and, you know. But at least I don't have to work till 11 o'clock this week. This Friday. I go back to that on the 21st or 22nd of this month. Which that's actually not bad. Since 1 more hours are back to rising up a little bit instead of working, instead of closing about 8:30 at night, so that's not bad. That'll be fly ball to deep right center field. Racing back, and it'll be dropped off the wall. As it goes to deep to right, and that'll be a single from out of nowhere. So a single for the Brewers. Twins 6, Astros nothing in Houston. We'll get to play one more time, guys. Fly ball to deep right, center field. Try to race back, but it didn't bounce off the wall that clear. Oh my. Veteran first, 1 out. Pitched by Collis. And I think that was a hit by Pitts. Holy cow. Look at it one more time, guys. And that would be a hit by Pitts.
Goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to
Oh
be
my.
letting it go.
First and second, 1 out. The pitch by McCullis.
In now, number 2.
There'll be ground ball to left center field. And that'll be a single.
And they'll quickly get it in here to hold
Single for the Brewers. After the hit by Pitts. We're going to get IZN News going in just a second. If you guys do have a Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter anytime you like. Not that hard to find.
Here's Tyler Austin
you guys can send me out, tweet me out. If you guys are new, hit that red support button from Zombie Gaming. It's going to be live on 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Ball 2, 2-0. Austin's batting 136. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2-0 count coming up. That'll be 5-0 to right center field. Racing back, he makes the catch. Second out, runner at third, looking to go to home. And he does. As the runner at second goes to third. As the Brewers score first in Game 1 in St. Louis. It's 1-0 Brewers. That's 2 outs so far. And if you guys also want to vote for the Idol, lines up 28. Greatest Showman at 12. Gonna get right to it real quick with IZN News coming for you tonight. So what we have. 1-0 Brewers, first and third, 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Zach Davies.
To the left, 0-1. Equals strike 1. Brings up Zach Davies, the pitcher on the mound for the 8-15 Brewers. Up top, 0-2. Well, when it comes to hit by a pitch to a batter, guys, it's really an additional walk, automatic walk at this point. 0-2 by McCullis. To the left, 1-2. See if we can try to refresh it real quick. As far as the split slide goes, it's going quite well. Swing and a miss. To the left, and he struck him out, and the inning is over. Brewers leave 2. To the bottom of the second. Game 1 St. Louis. It's the Brewers 1 and the Cardinals nothing. 2 up for the Cardinals.
In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven
It will be Marcell Ozuna. Left fielder, left-handed batter, 206, 4 home runs, 10 ribbies. Left-handed batter. Alrighty guys, let's get down to it.
First pitch on its way.
I do have some stuff that's been coming. You guys understand what stuff that are coming out this week. PC, PS4. Actually for tomorrow on demand. That'd be ground ball to third. Picked up by third baseman. He throws to first, 1 out for the Cardinals.
Guys, here's a defensive alignment.
That'll be Mapleworth Murders. That's coming out tomorrow. That's coming out tomorrow on demand. Z-Loc is on demand on Tuesday.
Great arm, covers a lot of ground, and hits right.
That's a little more thoughtful for choices. And there's a defensive lineup as listed for the 8 and 15 Brewers. And I'll bring up Paul DeZong, shortstop, 169, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies. His speed was 61 miles per hour.
He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
To the lower left, 0-1. Let's see what we got, guys. Well, let's see what we have at this point. Foul ball to right, 0-2. Warner Brothers Gaming Division, with Rocksteady and NetherRealm may not be for sale. What does that mean for the company? Well, hold on. At the bottom, struck him out. Strike out looking, and that's the second out for the Cardinals. So strike out by Zach Davies. Red Sox 4, Tigers 3 in Boston.
How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Okay, let's see what we got in tag for you guys from this morning. Up top, ball 1-0. Brings up Harrison Bader, center fielder, 105 average. Twin 6, Astros nothing in Houston. State of that is Texas. To the bottom, 1-1. According to Anna Bankhurst, a new statement from Warner Media CEO Jason Killer, because suggests that the Warner Brothers ball 2 at the bottom, 2-1. That suggests that the Warner Brothers Interactive Gaming Division, which includes studios like at the bottom 2-2, like NetherRealm, Avalanche, and Rocksteady, they may not be sold for now. As he pretty much did release a little statement. Foul ball to right, 2-2. He did send out a Warner Media organization update ever since on Friday, the ball 3 at the bottom, 3-2, on August 7th. And he gave extensive updates as to the future plans of the company, as well as leading towards certain divisions. Swing and a miss. Not a good strikeout, and the inning is over. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Game 1, St. Louis, for the top of the third, Brewers 1, and the Cardinals nothing.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the
In the letter, and during that letter, he mentioned that Warner Brothers Interactive remains part of these studios and networks group. Furthermore, speaking of deadline, Killer also did state that, and I quote, "We have very many strong interactive team, about 2,000 software developers that were interactive stories. To watch for the Brewers is shortstop Hernan Perez. He flown out his first time, he's 0 for 1.
Thank you, Heidi.
Pitched by McCullis.
And it's the outside corner.
0-1 at the bottom. The opportunity to go global with that is very, very big as well. Warner Brothers has actually been around for a long time, since the 1970s, 1980s. At this point, it's important to remember that this could change at any time. And this is us. This could thus be Killer talking up to gaming division on top of that too. 0-2 by McCullis. That'll be fly ball to right center field. Makes the catch to the right, and that's the first out for the Brewers. Then he'll bring up second baseman Keston Herrera. Struck out his first time, he's 0 for 1. We'll get more of this article in a second.
On its way.
But Warner Brothers Interactive. Up top, 0-1.
Look high to me, but it's nothing in one.
I'm gonna get to that in a second. In the chat. So, bottom right, 0-2.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Foul ball to left, 0-2.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Well, we do know that Warner Brothers did announce that there's going to be a Suicide Squad game coming out this month on August 22nd. So, and they're also showing, and there's also reports about the
next 0-2.
The Batman thing, perhaps. Foul ball to left again, 0-2. And that would be featuring the Court of Owls. As Warner Bros. Montreal, now there hasn't been any official announcement for that either. So that won't be until whatever happens with Suicide Squad. Bottom 1 and 2. So it all depends, guys. I mean, Warner Bros. Is always known for doing a good job for doing Harry Potter movies. Trying to think here. Space Jam. Space Jam is actually a good, funny sports movie. That'll be 5-0 to right center field as he gets away from him defensively. Oh my! And that will be a double. So it's a double for the Brewers on the middle of the plate.
A good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it.
And also, like I said, Harry Potter RPG is also in the works for next year for PS5 and Xbox One. So that's coming up very soon. X-Men, the animated series producer, will come out of retirement for a rival franchise. According to what the plan is for Batman. To the right, 0-1. Brings up Christian Yelich. Right fielder, he's 0 for 1. The ground out his first time. Right on second, 1 out.
The 0-1 pitch.
That'll be fly ball to mid-left center field. Gonna race back a little bit. He makes the catch, second out for the Brewers. I called that was actually a good catch. Let me jump on that too. Brings up Mike Bistakis, third baseman. Struck out in second inning. He's 0 for 1. He does have an average of 213.
He's set. Here it comes.
To the right, ball 1. Let me jump on this. Okay, according to Matt Fowler from this morning, we'll get to it in a second. 1-0 count. Upper right, 1 in 1 corner.
Expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit though as he approaches the end of the season.
At the bottom, 2 and 1 with that ball 2.
He heads towards free agency again.
The 2-1 pitch.
To the bottom left, 2 and 2. I'll get to the thing from Matt Fowler. McCullough nods his head. Foul ball to right, 2 and 2.
The set and the 2-2.
Foul ball to the same place, 2 and 2.
Swing to keep it going. The 2-2.
Big ground ball to first. He gets back to first base and the side is retired. 3 outs in total.
And the inning is over.
Brewers leave 1. Game 1 St. Louis underway. Go to bottom of the 3rd inning. Brewers 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Brewers will be right fielder Jose Martinez. Martinez is batting 103, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies. He's a right-handed batter. 9-12 Cardinals looking to stay steady and propose not bad of a challenge, hopefully. According to Matt Fowler, doing a virtual Wizard World panel last Friday. X-Men, the animated series, producer and director Larry Houston, addressed the lingering rumors of there being a possibility decades later. Hold on. That'll be fly ball to mid-center field. It'll get down, though, to straight deep center field. And that'll be a double. Second double by Jose Martinez for the 9-12 Cardinals. Look at it one more time. It's a double for the Cardinals. Rockies 2, Nationals 1 in Colorado. Brings up catcher Yadier Molina. His last 4 games with the 9-12 Cardinals. He's been 1 for 13 with a 77 average. He's batting 98 with 1 ribby. Of the rival of the series of the X-Men animated series on the horizon. We'll get to his interview. Ball 1 to the right, 1-0. Right on second, nobody out. My buddy Chaotic, how you doing? Check out that channel. He's one of my old friends on Twitter. 1-0 count by Davies. Bottom, ball 2. Houston went on to state, and I quote, "We've had talks with Disney, but that's just about it for what we received. We made conversation. To the right, ball 3, 3-0. On deck for the Cardinals is Miles McCullough. He is on deck. Rays 1, Royals nothing in Tampa. 3-0 by Davies. That'll be fly ball to right. Try to go for the diving catch though. He tried to go for the diving catch. Reynolds Singh goes to third. That'll be a single. So it's a single for the Cardinals. Holy cow. Kind of looked like the first out defensively, but defensively didn't get the catch. Well, we've let them know that we're all available for whatever they want to do in the future. Unquote. First and third, nobody out. 9-12 Cardinals looking to have a little stretch. Pitch by Davies. To the left, 0-1. Brings up Miles McCullough on the mound for the 9-12 Cardinals. He's up to the bat on the left side. Houston, who is retired at the moment, that he would love nothing more. To the right, ball 1-1. The return, if we could do a special, a one-off episode or a 5-part episode, whatever they wanted to do, if we had all the original team, bottom 1 and 2. What's up, honey? How are you tonight? That's what I would come out for advertisement for. The X-Men animated series is arguably the most beloved version of the X-Men on TV. Everybody remembers the animated series of X-Men back in, as it had a 5-season run. I can't complain, baby. What's up, Swag? Swag Bean, how you doing? Okay, no. What do you mean by that, buddy? Comes a 2-2 count by Davies. That'd be fly ball to deep center field, I would think. He makes the catch. First out for the Cardinals. First and third will hold their bases. Back to the lineup will be third baseman Tommy Edman. So for 1 if he strike out his first time. It did have a 5-season run back in 1992 to 97. And it featured a core team similar to that of the 1990s comics of Wolverine, Gambit, Beast, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Storm. This is actually the God of Thunder, amen. Rogue and Jubilee. And the uniforms that fan-favorite artist Jim Lee created for them. So, how many of you in the chat from Zombie Gaming, how many of you in the chat are involved with Batman? Actually, no, the X-Men series. It was only on for 5 years, to be honest. 1-1 count by Davies. Get to the next article in a second. Foul ball to left, 1-2. For my commentary. There's also a review of Fallout Guys Ultimate Knockout. Welcome back, Brother Mark. Check swing at the bottom. And that's the second out for the Cardinals.
And that's out number 2. Always tough for one of these base umpires to make.
We play once again. Robert Pattinson tried to lie to Christopher Nolan about his Batman audition. I don't know if it actually goes as bad as possible. My favorite baseball team is the Detroit Tigers. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Exactly right, baby. We're proud of that. So according to according to Matt Fowler about Robert Pattinson, about Batman, brings up Colin Wong, second baseman. He struck out his first time, he's 0 for 1. We'll get to this article between Christopher Nolan and Robert Pattinson from Twilight in a second. 0-1 count by Davies. It's like swing at the bottom, 0-2. Try to get a little peek on the ball, but that's strike 2 at the bottom. We do have a little something of what this is actually involving. Strike him out at the bottom, looking. Good strikeout, and the side is retired. Nose at the bottom inside the zone. Cardinals leave 2. We go to top of the 4th inning. Game 1 St. Louis. Brewers 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Do your commentators, no time commentators, I would assume. The way okay, according to Matt Fowler, guys, the way production for both Christopher Nolan's Tenet and Matt Reeves' The Batman lined up, actor Robert Pattinson actually had to make up a story to get time away from the Tenet set so that he could go screen test for the role of Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. Something he tried to keep secret from Christopher Nolan for some reason. Due up for the Brewers is Ketzer Gasmi Grandal. It's 1 for 1 with a single. It's the pitch by McCullough. The bottom, ball 1. While chatting with the Irish Times, Patterson admitted that his sneakiness didn't work, and that Nolan, who was no stranger to the Cape Crusader, he actually finally figured it out at this point. D-backs 3, Pirates 1 in Pittsburgh. Foul ball to right, 1-1. We'll get to that in a second, guys. Hold on. The bottom, ball 2. 2-1. Now, Robert Pattinson did say, and I quote, when it comes to the workout if anybody would have a workout to play as Batman, Robin, Mr. Freeze, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, need to be getting themselves in shape. To the right, foul ball, 2-2. And that's always something to look into and look forward at that point for next year. Foul ball to right, 2-2. The count is really not being switched.
2-2 one more time.
Swing and a miss. That's the first out for the Brewers. 4th strikeout by Miles McCullough. So Robert Pattinson went on to say, quote, it's funny because Chris is so secretive about everything to do with his movies, and that I had to be very secretive about the Batman stuff. So I had to lie to Chris Nolan about having to go for a screen test. I said I had a family emergency, and as soon as I said it's a family emergency, he said, you're doing the Batman audition, aren't you? That was actually on quote. But it did say that, I mean, Robert Pattinson, you know, he has signed as Batman for next year, and since that's not coming out until October next year. Brings up left fielder Ryan Braun. He had a hit by a pitch his first time in his first plate appearance. 0-1 by McCullough. Well, let me know what your thoughts on that is. The Batman was paused production due to the coronavirus last March. Was one of the several films that got cleared to resume shooting soon. And I don't know if Robert Pattinson is actually under quarantine or not for the Batman. That's coming out next year in 2021 or not. I don't see that being a problem. Foul ball to right, 0-2. But as far as Dave Bautista goes, former ex-WWE superstar, as the Animal, I don't know if he's still going to be playing as Bane. That's a strikeout. Second out for the Brewers. First strikeout by Miles McCullough. He's not doing too bad on the mound for the 9-12 Cardinals tonight. So I don't know. It all depends. I mean, no one's going to be able to keep a secret opportunity from Christopher Nolan
As he takes the fastball off the plate
Director
for a
J.J.
ball,
Abrams
1-0.
from Star
First
Wars
2
that
men in
directed
the
it.
inning have both gone
From
down
episodes
via the
7, 8, and
punch
9.
out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Hold up, chaotic. Warzone Stadium all day. Huh. 1-0 count by McCallus. Foul ball to right, 1-1. I think Sailor Pluto is 19 years old. She is the oldest Sailor Scout. You're right about that. My opponent was actually getting herself prepared for this morning. At the bottom, 1-2. Street Fighter producer Yoshinori Ono is going to be leaving Capcom for after almost 30 years. That'll be the company Capcom. We'll get about this man in a second. Swing and a miss to the right. Good strikeout. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Brewers. Game 1, St. Louis. Go to bottom of the 4th inning. Brewers 1 and the Cardinals nothing. 2 up for the Cardinals. With the batter's box and open save. Will be Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman. He phoned out his first time. He's 0 for 1. According to Anna Bankhurst, Street Fighter producer and Capcom developer Yoshinori Ono to the little off to the right, 0-1. He did announce that he'll be resigning from the company that he's worked with for almost 30 years this summer. That'll be the Street Fighter producer. But Street Fighter's been out since the 1980s. At the bottom, 0-2. Phillies 3, Mets 1 in New York City. Ono took to Twitter to explain his decision, and he began by bringing up the challenges from the coronavirus to the left, 1 and 2, that have brought upon the world, and how it has impacted the Capcom Pro Tour and its format for this year of 2020. And then move on to talk about his departure from Capcom at this point. The bottom, ball 2, 2-2. And described how much Street Fighter and his community have meant to him. We'll get to this guy in a second, about his career. Ball 3, up top, 3-2. On deck is Marcel Zona, 203, 4 home runs, 10 ribbies. He is on deck. But did you miss me already, honey? To the left, struck him out. First out for the Cardinals. 7th strikeout by Zach Davies. He's doing good on the mound for the 8-15 Brewers. Red Sox 8, Tigers 3 in Boston. Rays 2, Royals nothing in Tampa. It's a left fielder, Marcel Zona. He's 0 for 1. We ground out in the second. I'll tell you after this pitch. To the left, 0-1. Ono went on to state, and I quote, "I've been with Street Fighter brand for a long time." That'll be fly ball to right center field. It'll get down once again to mid-right center field, and that will be a double. So it's a double for the Cardinals. Second double by Salazona for the 9-12 Cardinals. Holy cow!
Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
He said, "I was experiencing good times and the bad times, and even non-extent times. My heart was filled with appreciation." To the right, ball 1. Brings up Paul DeZong. He's 0 for 1. Guido at second, 1 out. To those players who've been giving a warm... Hold on a second. Ball 2. At the bottom, 2-0. And kind support on the brand Street Fighter, especially a little over the past decade. And so it's all the activities on Street Fighter brand regained, and part of it's a lot of experience. Strike at the bottom, 2-1. As the sunshine and grew, it's liveliness. And now for almost 30 years of my career with Street Fighter. To the left, ball 3, 3-1. On deck is Harrison Batter. He's batting 100. He is on deck. He did announce that I am leaving the company in the summer. Ball 4, first walk for the
base on
First
balls
walk
here.
by Davies.
Now batting. The center fielder.
As he gets first walk, brings up center fielder Harrison Bader. Struck out in second, he's 0 for 1.
From second with a base hit into the outfield.
First and second, 1 out. This means I will resign my position as the brand manager for Capcom's various titles, including Street Fighter. Capcom staff and the new generation will continue taking care of the Street Fighter brand and leading the World Warriors. And I do believe that they will continue making Street Fighter extraordinary. At the bottom, 1-1. Like I said, Street Fighter's been around for a long time, to be honest. I mean, but, you know, they did make a movie on that, from what I've seen. Fly ball to right center field. That'll be a single. And a single for the Cardinals. Got one more time. Little fly ball to the right. Not sure about Seo Pudo has a YouTube channel. If he did, he needed to ask me out on that. Bases loaded, 1 out. Gives a sign. Here's the pitch by Davies.
Stepping in now, Jose Martinez.
To the right, strike 1, 0-1. Brings up Jose Martinez, right fielder. He doubled his first time. He's 1 for 1. I will look forward to seeing the new Street Fighter brand. At this point, take your time, honey.
The 0-1 pitch.
That'll be flying ball to deep center field, I think. Racing back. And it's the second out. The Cardinals run with second. Goes to third, and that'll be an RBI. Game 1, St. Louis, it's 1-1 apiece. By the 9 and 12 Cardinals after the second out. Brings up catcher Yadier Molina. Sig in the third inning, he's 1 for 1. 1-1 apiece. First and third, 2 outs. Oh my goodness.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
At the bottom, ball 1. Zach Davies has given up 1 walk so far. Now it's going to be expanded as just one of the regular gamers next time around. One began his career at Capcom, working on Mega Man Battle and Chase for the Now, Brother Mark, have you've heard of Street Fighter, correct? I know Mike Button has too. As the other one came out for the original PlayStation as a music composer. Before he went to work on Street Fighter Alpha 3, I do remember that game too, to be honest. To the right, 2-1, equals a strike 1 on top of it. As a sound manager. He would go on to help with many games. Get to that in a second. To the right, ball 3. 3-1.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny.
As he went on to help with many games, including Devil May Cry, Oni Musa, Resident Evil Outbreak, and more. He clearly became a fan favorite on his work on Street Fighter 4. But Street Fighter's been very famous. Ground ball to right. Tries to get it to first, he does, and the side is retired. We go to top of the 5th inning. Game 1 St. Louis, it's the Brewers 1 and the Cardinals 1. Due up for the Brewers will be first baseman Tyra Austin. He had a sacrifice fly and drove in a ribby his first time. We have a Street Fighter 4 and 5, as he would appear at many fan events and tournaments with a smile and wonderful energy. I do have to give a lot of credit to this man. I mean, he spent almost 30 years in the Street Fighter business, you know. I mean, doing really good stuff. And they pop up behind second, makes the catch defensively, 1 out for the Brewers. I mean, like I said, I've heard of Street Fighter for a long time. I mean, I wasn't even born in the 80s. My point was back in 87. McCullers nods his head. Foul ball to left, 0-1. Diamondbacks, Phillies 3, Mets 1 in New York City. So 11-9 were there last year, or before the year after that. To left, 1-1.
Just misses. It's 1-1.
So shout out to Yosonori Uno for his almost 30 years for Capcom. And also, the other thing, I don't know if he's actually worked on that other game too. And that would be Marvel's Capcom 2. Which was recently almost really $90 at GameStop one time. And I'm like, who, okay, who in the hell would charge $90 to buy a PS2 game? You know, I mean, my dad and I have played it over the years, had some good fun, you know. That big ground ball to first, called from first base, and that's the second out for the Brewers. Brings up Jordan Perez to the lineup. He has 2 flyouts, it's 0 for 2. McCullough nods his head. To the left, 0-1. Red Sox 8, Tigers 3, and Boston. State of that is Massachusetts.
He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Foul ball to left, 0-2. Rays 2, Royals 1, and Tampa. State of that is Florida. 0-2 by McCullough. Struck him out looking. Good strikeout, and the side is retired. Astros 7, Twins 7 in Houston. 3 up, 3 down for the Brewers. Go to bottom of the 5th inning. Game 1 St. Louis. Cardinals 1 and the Brewers 1. But to be honest, Street Fighter has been very popular back in the 1980s. And plus, Marvel's Capcom 2 from Capcom, that game didn't release since 2004. 2006, I believe.
They've had a ton of chances in this game with runners.
Yeah, Capcom has been having a lot of credit in making Marvel's Capcom games and Street Fighter. And I think a couple of RPG games too over the years. I can't remember. McCullough is 0 for 1. Due out for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch by Davies. He's only given up 1 walk so far tonight. Doctor Who, Christopher Eccleston is returning as the 9th Doctor. Now what this could mean for it. The bottom, ball 2. D-backs 5, Pirates 4 in Pittsburgh.
But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's
okay, there's a lot of this article about Doctor Who, which has only been out since 2006, so I'm not interested. To the right, 2-1. Moderators, how many out of the 65 moderators, how many likes do we have in the chat? Brother Mike, can you check for me? 2-1 count. To the right, 2-2. Marvel's Avengers, most simple physical problem could end up being the biggest. What does that mean for the game? I mean, the game doesn't come out till September 4th with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Struck him out by swinging, and that's the first out for the Cardinals. 8th strikeout by Zach Davies. Orioles 3 and the White Sox 2 in Baltimore.
Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he
Hold on, let me look at this real quick. I'm definitely going to pass. Above in the costumes and the iconic work. Tommy Edmonds 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. It's all good, buddy. Brother, it's all good. 4 likes, not bad. Can we get up to 6 in the chat from Zombie Gaming? He's not going to be live till tomorrow, a half hour after I get off at 11:30. So I don't see that being a difficult idea. There's also a preview of PGA Tour 2K21, which I know the Ape Sound has already began playing it. But I did not check out the graphics for the PGA game, to be honest. But I do know it's been on TV most of the time on ESPN, ABC, or NBC, if I'm correct. I mean, I really don't follow that kind of stuff that much. We'll get to this article in a second. 2-2. To the left, ball 3. 3-2. On deck, it's Colin Wong, 217, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. He is on deck. That'll be ground ball center field.
For a one-out base hit.
And that'll be a single.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory.
And it's a single for the Cardinals. A mother recovers the $20,000 K. And her son secretly spent on twits donations in just 17 days. That'll bring up second baseman Con Wong. Struck out twice, he's 0 for 2. Now this guy seems a little bit interesting. That $20,000 in almost 17 days, which is 3 days after 2 weeks. Well, that's actually secretly a lot of money. Runner at first, 1 out. We'll get to this article in just a second.
First pitch of the at-bat.
The middle, 0-1. The bullpen for the AIM-15 Brewers is Brent Suter. Brent Suter. Runner first, we're going to go for a steal. 0-1 count. Check swing. And a runner steals second. Good steal, second base. Seventh stolen base by Tommy Edman for the 9-12 Cardinals. Oh my goodness. And that is 0-2, by the way. According to Adam Bankhurst, a teenage boy secretly spent $19,870 Ball 1 at the bottom, 1 and 2. Runner second, 1 out. That would be in Twitch donations. And that's 17 days by using her debit card. And I think it would be for some reason. Next swing at the bottom, strikeout, second out for the Cardinals. But luckily, she was able to recover mostly all of it. As reported by Don Esports, the donations, which wiped out years of savings for the mother, were made to such streamers such as Tifu, Gorb, Ewok TV, Atlanta Falcons quarterback Kurt Benkert, and Miami Heat's Myers Leonard. He's our first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Struck out and he has grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Now, Brother Mark, let me ask you this. Have you seen anybody save up secretly to almost towards $21,000 secretly in like 2 weeks or something? I mean, the highest I've ever saved is a little over a lot of money, to be honest. To the bottom, 0-2, excuse me, not 1 and 2. The mother, who chose to remain anonymous, claimed she had a tough time, apparently. The bottom, 1 and 2. That she had a tough time getting in touch with twits and hitting a brick wall. With them was the most frustrating thing of all. She said no one would respond, and there was no way to get in touch with anyone at the streaming company. Now guys, that's a lot of money. $20,000 to be saved on benefits on a debit card. That would be fly ball to right, center field. And that will be a RBI double. An RBI double by the Cardinals. In Game 1, St. Louis stood RBI double by Paul Goldschmidt. As it's now 2-1 Cardinals. Look at it one more time. By the 9-12 Cardinals in Game 1 in St. Louis. Wow. 2-1 Cardinals, bottom of the 5th. Runner at second, 2 outs. It's pitched by Davies to the right, ball 1. She even tried filling out an online help form with Twits, sending registered mail to Twits CEO Emmett Sear and Amazon's legal team and more. The middle, 1 and 1. But had no luck getting any response. Fortunately, she got a tip from a now deleted Reddit post, apparently. That'll be called from third base, and the side is retired. Good looking catch defensively. We'll get the RBI double by Paul Goldschmidt. to right center field.
It's now 2-1
Game 1 St.
Louis.
Louis, go to top of the 6th inning. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1.
Digging in now for the Brewers.
Due up for the Brewers will be Kesson Herrera, second baseman. It's 1 for 2. They double in the 3rd inning. 8-15 Brewers, we're going to keep pace as we speak. That is partnered with Twits. So here's a Comedy's online chat feature. I was able to get a refund for that $20,000 from Twits from her son. I mean, if I had that kind of money, what would I do with it? Well, my love and I would have a total discussion for it and see what we would do with it. I mean, I think it would go to a couple trips in the future. To the left, 1-1. D-back 6. Trying to get a different score. But if I had $20,000 from the bank right now in Texas, my love and I would start having an opportunity on that too. We would start keeping our money for when we get married, have a honeymoon trip on that, and you know, try to think of a couple different things what we would try to do, maybe. That'll be fly ball to right, makes the catch to the right, and that's the first out for the Brewers. Oh my goodness. It is one more time to right center field. But I don't know, I mean, I'm pretty sure some of us know why the mother's son had $20,000 on donations on Twitch. It's up right fielder Christian Yelich. He's all for 2, a fly out and a ground out. 1-1 count by McCullis. To the right, 0-2. But on the condition that the account is permanently blocked to prevent future unauthorized charges. And also, the mother claims the son is remorseful and is going to be consulting for that kind of money. Behavioral or and approval money, basically. Foul ball to left, 0-2. Twins 10, Astros 7 in Houston. Well, let me ask you this, guys, in the chat from Zombie Gaming and in the Iamacreator group. If you guys had anything to do with $20,000 right now, what would you guys do with it? Because I have a person that saved $30,000 for buy trunks. Even though it's a lot of money, to be honest. That'll be fly ball near to left center field. And makes the catch. Second out for the Brewers. Defensively. That'll bring up third baseman Mike Stalkus. Struck out and he is grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Honey, are you still in the chat? Let me know, honey. To the left, 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now.
He also limited to only 1 hour of monitored daily playtime on Twitch. Like I said, the only ones that I know that'll be coming on Twitch very soon, ground ball to left center field. So then the inning goes to first and the inning is over. Game 1 St. Louis. Go to bottom of the 6th inning, Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1. And replacing on the mound for the 8-15 Brewers in Game 1 St. Louis will be Jordan Lyles. Lyles making his 9th season, 0-1 record. We'll get to that in a second for what she had to say. Due up for the Cardinals will be shortstop Paul DeZong. He's still walking the 4th inning, he's 0 for 1. But the stipulation that he must do positive activities throughout the day. Get exercise and interact with the family in a positive manner. Now when it comes to something like that, guys, I think that would actually help out a little bit between the son and the mother of the family. Exercising and interacting with family. That pretty much helps and gets a break from Twitter. Actually gets a break from Twits. Now, Pro Wrestling Unlimited from Tim and Nick, they actually
thickens here.
Well, Tim does, he does reviews of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, and, he always, I told him to always keep up the good work, and he always appreciates it.
Now the
3-0 count by Lyles. To the right, ball 4. First walk by Lyles.
Ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning.
As he walks Paul DeZong for the 9-12 Cardinals. Holy cow.
He looks a little thrown off right now.
And then he'll bring up Harrison Bader, center fielder. 1 for 2, a single in the 4th inning. Runner at first, nobody out. I mean, to be honest, I don't see that being a different opportunity that's back there. To be honest, I mean, how somebody would have $20,000 either towards twits on donations or doing anything on a gaming website, to be honest. But as far as Amazon goes, I just think it's way too much money for a son's mother to have that kind of money to spend. I would think no more. I would think it would be no more than maybe $200, maybe just $300 at least out of that money, and keep the rest for bills. The half of that. So right, ball 3, 3-0. On deck is Jose Martinez, 116, 2 home runs, 6 ribbies. He's on deck. But I think it sounds a little bit pointless, to be honest. To the right, 3-1. Let me try to refresh one more time. Since there's really no more news tonight from what I've seen. To the bottom, 3-2. So you guys consider yourself news. Well, like I said, $20,000 is a huge amount of money. I mean, like I said, take $1 million. Somebody that can have anything for casino purposes, or anything from a hotel. Almost had a catch. Wait a minute. Was that a single? It might have been a single for the Cardinals, I think. Oh wait a minute, that might have been the first out, I think. Jose Martinez is 1 for 1. I did not see that play to the right center field. Guys, I didn't see it.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great
but I'm not sure if it might have been. That's 0-1. 0-1 count by Lyles.
Ready with the 0-1.
To the right, 0-2. Brother Mark in the chat says, me, I will put $19,000 in the bank. I use $1,000 to buy food, drinks, and DVDs. Pretty much for helpful refreshments too, huh? I think that won't be a problem. Strikeout, second out for the Cardinals. I mean, I don't see that being not bad of a personal problem. To keep that at large, keep the rest of the money in the bank. Let's, you know, I can withdraw any good money anytime I would like, but you know, it's not bad. Well, one up top, 1-0. He's up to Ketsu, Gadio, Molina. It's 1 for 2, a single in the 3rd inning. I might still get some fresh air after I'm done with this tonight. But Doom Eternal will be the coming Saturday, since I'm off, the current day off for that. Because all I have to do tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is morning sips. Then I've got 1 to 9 on Friday. So I don't see that being a different direction or anything. 1 count, ball 2, 2-1. Lyles has already given up 1 walk already, so something a little more domestic. That'll be ground ball to second. Tries to get a piece of that ball, and that'll be a single, infield single for the. And that'll be a single for the Cardinals, as it will be scored as a E4. Look at that one more time. Ground ball to second. Doesn't pick up the ball in time. Welcome back, Connie. What happened? First and second, 2 outs. Hit speed was 79 miles per hour. Like I said, $28,000. Are you kidding me? A son of his mother. Keeping that secretly. And always spending that on twits. I don't get it. I really don't get it. McCullers is 0 for 2.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Up top,
Swing
0
and
and
miss,
2.
and he's in control, 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate,
But
he's
tomorrow
gonna
we're
grind
going to
it
be
out
having a
right here. He's got
20% chance of having
and nothing's a bigger
some
backbreaker
rain,
to
but
a
we're going to be
team
getting some of
than
that
watching
coming
the
up
pitcher
this
drive
week.
in a run.
So right, 1 and
Pitcher
2.
out there with a 1-2 count.
I don't think it'll be a different opportunity, to be honest. 1 and 2. At the bottom, strikeout. And the side is retired.
Cards strand a couple. They lead it 2-1.
Go to top of the 7th. Game 1, St. Louis. Cardinals 2, Brewers 1.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium.
Well, what
here
happened,
in St.
beautiful?
Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here.
Hold on, let me double check how well we're doing in the chat. I'm gonna double check.
Stepping up now.
Due up for the Brewers.
He went down on
The
strikes
right side of
last
the
time up.
batter's box will be Yazami Grandal, the catcher. He's 1 for 2 with a single.
All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra
It's
base
pitched
hit
by
away from tying
McCullers.
this thing up.
On the middle of the plate, foul ball to right, 0 and 1. Up top, ball 1 and 1. Pirates 11, and the Diamondbacks 7 and Pittsburgh.
Lifted the other way
Foul
down
ball to
the
left
field
in the
line.
stands on 1 and
this will
2.
wind up a foul ball.
But honey, I was gonna ask you the same question that told Brother Mark. Swing and a miss. And that's the first out for the Brewers. 8th strikeout by Miles McCullers.
Yeah, that was really
He's
well
doing a little more well on the mound
strikeout pitch.
for the 9 and 12 Cardinals. I was stopping and putting stuff away. It's okay, honey.
There's nothing much you can do with that.
But if you had $20,000 from Twits or from the bank, well, what would you do with this money? Since I know it's actually been a while since I haven't asked you of how much you would do with that, to be honest. Because of left fielder Ryan Braun, he had a hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. I mean, there would be some good stuff at stake, like say the trip for next year, which is Panama Forwards or whatever. But the PS5 is pretty much still very well in hand this year. To the left, 1 and 2. Which, like I said, I buy the PS5 going into Christmas time. You give me $200 for that. Swung on and missed at the bottom. Back-to-back strikeouts. Second out for the Brewers. 9th strikeout by Miles McCullers. Twins 10, Astros 7 in Houston. But it all depends, to be honest. I already know Brother Mark would put food and drinks and only take $1,000 for that in the bank. Yankees 4, Angels nothing, and LA. He's up Trent Gresham. He had a single in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2. I mean, that'd be a lot of money to look at if I had that much money from Walmart or from Texas. Which I already understand what I'm doing early next year, hopefully. Early next year, maybe, for Texas. Tax time. I want to try to maybe get a laptop this time, if I can. Ball 1, 1 and 2 to the bottom left, outside the zone. But I think I may get a laptop, since I haven't talked about getting a real good laptop that's cheap. But those things are a lot of money, to be honest with you. But I can get that as well, but I'm not buying 2 systems. That'd be a hell of a lot of money to risk and to lose. That's why the PS5 is remaining on that top spot as good as we can. Foul ball to right, 1 and 2.
The 1-2.
But I don't know, to be honest. Ball 2, 2 and 2.
I gotta commend him for being
Southstone is how much?
Not everyone will like this with 2 outs
coming out of
and
Paper
nobody
Mario. I haven't played a lot of it this week. Not since last week. That'd be fly ball to left. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 outs defensively. 3 up, 3 down for the Brewers. For the bottom of the 7th, Game 1 in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1. Due-up for the Cardinals will be third baseman Tommy Edman. It's 1 for 3.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to
With
this.
$20,000 I would save for my future winning. Exactly. Computer's price is $400. I've been using computer for 10 years. Well, do you guys think I should get a laptop early next year in tax time? I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of money for that trip next year during the summertime. To the left, 1 and 2. And that'd be, like I said, no more than $700 at least. But, swing and a miss to the right, 1 out for the Cardinals.
That's the third time in this
Nationals 5, Rockies 3 in Colorado. But I don't see that being a problem. I'll still have a lot of cash if this virus is not gone. Which I think it might be gone before then. I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully. But if things go back to normal, my plan knows the answers the same time as I do. Yes, you should. That's why you can stream it to stream. Yep. And I also can do that for donations. Donations on YouTube as well. That's why I can make some money sometime. To the bottom, 0 and 2. Conwong's 0 for 3. But I don't see that being a difficult idea to have a good tactic. To the left, 1 and 2. I mean, what I would do is maybe Stratomatic baseball in the future. Because I've seen ID Zester do it in the past. When he's I don't think he's no longer doing baseball Stratomatic. But the ones that still do it is our Red Sox fan, Sports Time Scene, and I think sometimes baseball demos. If he's doing payoff pits or doing something with the baseball replay of the White Sox. Swung on and missed. All inside the zone, and that's the second out for the Cardinals. Yeah, he has a good talented spirit on top of that too. But I don't know. Maybe. But I think Stratomatic baseball would be enjoyable for me to do. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it on YouTube. For example, Paul Goldsmith, first baseman, Solving a ribby, he's 1 for 3 with a double. But keep going, honey. Did you miss me already?
The wind up and the 0-1.
That big ground ball to second. Throws to first, and the side is retired for 3 outs in total. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 1 St. Louis. Go to the top of the 8th inning. Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1. And pinch hitting for the 8-15 Brewers will be Manny Pena. 160, 1 home run, 1 ribby. But it all depends. I mean, I would put it towards maybe a computer. My love and I's future wedding and our honeymoon. And with my love and I've never been married to anybody. It's good, especially my fucking exes that I've had over the years. I mean, one of them took it too far. I had a good time with spending time with Naomi in the past. To be honest. But, you know, I mean, that's a different analyzing story. I mean, I told you, Brother Mark, my point what happened. That'll be fly ball to right center field. Coming far away from second. He's there, he makes the catch. 1 out for the Brewers. But that's a long history right there, guys. I mean, pinch hitting for the 8-15 Brewers as well will be Lorenzo Cain. 190, 4 home runs, 8 ribbies, and 1 stolen base. But I told you guys this earlier, you know, I mean, the highest that I have ever had was only like 4 weeks. It was actually a woman that had short hair, wanted to have something romantic with me, and used my damn phone for no reason. And that's why I really broke it off with her. And she wanted to have birth in a couple years. In attendance, 40,677. But when it comes to any ex that I've dated over the years, they take it too far. Take it too damn personal. and they don't know how to keep it slow together, you know? I mean, you look at my puns, they'll tell you right now in the chat. From Zombie Gaming and the Iamacreator group. The ground ball to second. Picks it up, throws the first in time. That'd be out number 2 for the Brewers. Brings up shortstop Hernan Perez. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout in the 5th. Twins 10, the Astros 9 in Houston. Yankees 8, Angels 1 in LA. And they pop up. The foul territory to right, center to right, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. But I'm telling you guys, my exes may have treated me different, but none of them never had much respect for me. They never have. Go to bottom of the 8th, Game 1 St. Louis, Cardinals 2, and the Brewers 1. And on the mound for the 8-15 Brewers will be Corey Neville. Neville making his 10th game appearance, 1-0 record, 4.00 ERA, and 18 strikeouts. For the 8-15 Brewers, Travis Saul will play first base defensively. But I'm telling you, that's actually a different opportunity that's back there, you know. Brings up Marcell Ozuna, left fielder, 1 for 3 with a double and drove in a run. 9-12 Cardinals looking for the third consecutive win in the series. It's the pitch by Neville. To the right, 1-0. The record between Ozuna versus Neville, 1 for 3 for Nevs of 333, and that's 1 double. But there's really a lot of understanding to that, too. Trust me. I'm top ball 2. 2-0. But you see, that's also a different reason. Any couple has a different reason. As I say, a male as a man human being, you know, that he notices that she's taking it too far. You know, she takes it too far, grabs somebody's damn phone if they're taking pictures of something that's disturbing. You know, and I think it's real stupid. Well, stupid that they're trying to have disturbance on a phone, computer. They're trying to get something to be arrested. To the left, strikeout, first out for the Cardinals. And that's not a way to get a woman's heart. As long as people know how to take it slow and get their head out of their asses. Trust me. It's like if they want somebody in their life, they have to know what they love, what they do for a living, and spend time with that person. You know? I mean, like I said earlier, I'll say it again.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Take care, honey. Oh, real quick. Wait a second. Do you still want to have the call-ins us a little bit after the chat, or do you want to wait till tomorrow? I mean, all you have to do is only work fucking 7:30 to 11:30 tomorrow. Because all I'm doing is morning shifts this week till Friday. It's like swing 0-2. Red Sox 8, Tigers 5 in Boston. Rays 3, Royals 3 in Tampa. 0-2 count by Neville. To the right, 1-2. But it all depends, guys. It all depends. You all have a good night. I'll see you all in the next one. Love you, Sam. Bye, Dan. Thank you, honey. Almost hit by a pitch, 2-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy.
Brother Mark, do you have one of you? I mean, you have an understanding inside the chat from Zombie Gaming the same way. Ball 3 at the bottom, 3-2. On deck is Harrison Batter with a 136 average. He is on deck. A 3-2 by Neville. First name is Corey. Foul ball to right in the stands, 3-2. But there's always a lot of stuff that's going on from a couple, you know. Takes it too far and takes stupidity. Ball 4, first walk by Neville.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike.
First walk by Neville.
What do I have to do? Put a ball on it? Walk it
as he
down
walks the 9-12 Cardinals. Brings up Harrison Batter, center fielder. He's 1 for 3 with a single in the 4th inning in Game 1 in St. Louis. Runner at first, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th, Game 1 St. Louis, 2-1 Cardinals. Here's the pitch by Neville.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
To the left, 0-1.
Catches the black there for a called strike.
But there is always something surrounding between it. Swung a little too late, 0-2 up top. But either way, the key to having somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you have to. A lot of people have to earn it, if they have the damn virus or not. You know, the bottom 1 and 2. I mean, you don't just get handed somebody that doesn't love you enough. You know, you want to have that person be with you for a long time. At the middle, strikeout. Second out for the Cardinals. Second strikeout by Corey Neville. But you know, it's not all too bad. Brings up right fielder Jose Martinez. He's over a double, a ribby, and he's 1 for 2.
Just 2 for 9. He also has 1 home run.
Runner at first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Neville.
Here comes the first pitch.
To the left, ball 1. Neville's given up 1 walk.
DeYoung leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
1-0 count by Neville. That'd be ground ball to right, picked up by second, throws to second base, and the inning is over.
So they pick up no runs,
3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 1 in St. Louis. Go to the top of the 9th inning. Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1. Due out for the Brewers will be Keston Herrera, second baseman. He's 1 for 3 for double in the 3rd inning. It's pitched by McCullis, keeping his good work on the mound for the 9 and 12 Cardinals. Upper right, strike 1. The only 1 count by McCullis. Swing and a miss, 0-2 in the bottom outside the zone. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so by following me anytime you'd like. I've noticed that hard to find. And if you guys want to vote for the idol, you guys let me know. Because Zombie's not going to be live till tomorrow at 12. Strikeout, and that's the first out for the Brewers. McCollum is on fire, trying to get the 9 and 12 Cardinals to their 3rd win of the season. McCollum's on the mound for the 9 and 12 Cardinals in Game 1 in St. Louis. He's trying to do that. He's trying to. Pitch by McCollum. Foul ball to right, 0-1. Brings up Christian Yelich, right fielder. He's fallen out in the 6th inning. He's 0 for 3. White Sox 5, Orioles 3 in Baltimore. Up top, 0-2. But it all depends, guys. I mean, like I said, a woman doesn't just get handed an opportunity. As long as they know them very well and get an understanding on that. Almost that means a foul ball, 0-2. Foul ball to right, 0-2. Astros 11, Twins 10 in Houston. Struck him out at the bottom. Good strikeout. That's the second out for the Brewers. Brewers down to the final out in Game 1 in St. Louis. 9 and 12 Cardinals can smell the 3rd victory, hopefully. 7 inches, 77 miles per hour. Here's the pitch by McCollum. Athletics 1, Rangers nothing in Oakland. Foul ball to right, strike 1. Last chance for the Brewers. 3rd baseman Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 3. With a ground out in the 6th inning. McCollum trying to keep it sweet on this 0-1 count. That'll be fly ball center field. That's to do it. And does he grab it? He does get it. And the Cardinals are 10 and 12 of the season. Oh my goodness. Cardinals are now on a 10 and 12 Cardinals are now on a 3-game winning streak. First time the 10 and 12 Cardinals have done it in the MLB 19 series. 10 and 12 Cardinals get their third win over the Brewers down to 8-16. Final score 2-1. That was actually a good little game till the end. So the Cardinals, for the 10 and 12 Cardinals, they won 3 straight games, which is actually unbelievable after 9 innings. As the 10 and 12 Cardinals won 3 straight, take game 1 in St. Louis. For the 8-16 Brewers, Tyler Austin was 0 for 1 for RBI. Lorenzo Cain 0-1. Simon Guardado was 1 for 3. Along with Manny Pena, he's 0 for 1. For the 10 and 12 Cardinals, getting 3 wins in a row, Paul Goldschmidt was 1 for 4 with a double and a ribby. Marcell Ozuna was 1 for 4 with a double. Jose Martinez had a double, a ribby, he's 1 for 3. Same with Yadier Molina. 3 wins in a row for the 10 and 12 Cardinals. Well done by the 10 and 12 Cardinals in the first 3-game winning streak. So the 10 and 12 Cardinals, we have game 1 in St. Louis over the Brewers at 8-16. In St. Louis 2-1, 6 hits. So the Cardinals are 10 and 12, 3 wins in a row. They won game 2 and 3 in St. Louis over the Mets 2-1 and 1-0. And just now, Cardinals have won 3 straight. So game 1, the 10 and 12 Cardinals 2-1. We'll simulate that. Christopher Kyle in auto mode. As far as the other teams go, we've got the White Sox improving to 16 and 6.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's
by 2 runs over the Orioles to 11 and 13 in Baltimore. 5-3, 6 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and 3 errors. Rodon with his 4th win. Colon with his 11th save. The Pirates set a good game by 3 runs, up to 10 and 11 over the D-backs to 6 and 17. In Pittsburgh of the season, 11-8, 14 hits, 16 hits, and no errors. Brock with 2nd win. Felice with 3rd save. The Red Sox go up to 14 and 9 over the Tigers 6 and 17. In Boston 8-5, 8 hits and no errors. Rodriguez with 2nd win. Brasier with 3rd save. The Royals go up to 12 and 11 after extra innings by 2 over the Rays down to 13 and 10 in Tampa. 5-3, 9 hits and just 2 errors. Flynn with 2nd win. Ian Kennedy with his very 7th save for the 12 and 11 Royals. The Phillies grab a win up 12 and 10. Over the Gilgo Mets down to 11 and 11 in the season even of the season. 6-1, 8 hits with no errors. 6 hits and 2 errors. Drew Smiley with his 3rd win. And this was also a good heated matchup through 9 innings as the Astros hold on, improving to 17 and 5. Over the Twins 11 and 10 in Houston. 11 to 10. 12 hits and 1 error, 12 hits and no errors. Smith, 2-0. The Nationals go up to 13 and 8 over the Rockies to 11 and 13 in Colorado. 7-5, 15 hits, no errors, 6 hits and no errors, just 2 runs. Suo, 2-0 start on the mound for the 13 and 8 Nationals. Doolittle with 2nd save. The Yankees get a blowout victory up to 11 and 11 in the season over the Angels to 15 and 9 in LA. 12-2. 16 hits, 1 error, 5 hits, and no errors. Jared Paxton with 2nd win. Hale with his very 1st save. And the Athletics get the 9th win up to 9 and 17 over the Rangers to 9 and 13 in Oakland. 3-1, 10 hits, 1 error, 2 hits, and 1 error. Buckler with his 1st win. Hendricks with his 5th save. Cardinals have won 3 consecutive games straight, up to 10-12. Cardinals are now 10-12 this season. 3 wins in a row by the 10-12 Cardinals. So it's actually a good, likely surprise. As the 10-12 Cardinals are going to try to make it fourth one in a row, possibly by... Well, the new episode of baseball is not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be Tuesday. I think maybe Saturday of this coming weekend. But you guys will have a new episode of baseball by then. This is actually a straight edge opportunity. As the 10-12 Cardinals next time will try to get 4 in a row. As it'll be game 2 this coming Saturday in 6 days. This guys will have another episode for baseball by then. As the 10-12 Cardinals are looking to make it 4th straight. In game 2 in St. Louis by Saturday, the coming weekend. So I've got 1-9 on this Friday. So it'll be the 10-12 Cardinals trying to make it 4 in a row. Hosting the 8-16 Brewers in game 2 in St. Louis. On the mound for the 10-12 Cardinals will be Michael Wacha, 1-1 record, 37 strikeouts, 1.93 ERA. And for the 8-16 Brewers, on the mound will be Debbie Nelson, 1-3, 22 strikeouts, 8.84 ERA. As far as the other teams go, we've got the 10-12 Brewers visiting the 15-7 Reds in Cincinnati, the state of Ohio. Turan 1-2, 2.25 ERA versus Gray, 2-0, 2.13 ERA on the mound for the 15-7 Reds in Cincinnati. The 16-6 White Sox taking on the 11-13 Orioles in Baltimore. Lopez 2-1, 4.74 ERA versus Blex, 2.36 ERA. He's on the mound for the 11-13 Orioles. 10-11 Pirates hosting the 6-17 D-backs in Pittsburgh. Gallen 1-0, 1.98 ERA versus Musgrove with a 4.82 ERA. The 5-18 Giants take on the 9-14 Blue Jays in Toronto, I think Canada, possibly. Rodriguez 0-2 with a 4.76 ERA versus Panan with a 4.43 ERA. Now let me look at a couple of things real quick. It's like Grandpa, Christopher Nolan. Alright. The 6-17 Tigers taking on the 14-9 Red Sox in Boston. Turnbull 0-3 with a 4.35 ERA versus Totson, 2.57 ERA. On the mound for the 14-9 Red Sox of the season. The 12-11 Royals versus the 13-10 Rays in Tampa. Hahn 1-2. 2.22 ERA versus Glasnow, who has a 2-0 record with a 5.71 ERA. The 13-8 Indians hosting the 7-15 Marlins in Cleveland. Yamamoto 0-2, 7.58 ERA versus Bieber, 4.24 ERA. The 12-10 Phillies take on the 11-11 Go-Go Mets in New York City. Arita 1-0, 2.45 ERA versus Marco Stroman, 2.96 ERA. This may also be a good matchup on the mound for the 12-10 Phillies and the 11-11 Go-Go Mets in New York City. 14-10 Dodgers take on the 14-7 Cubbies in Chicago. Hill 3-1, 2.92 ERA versus John Lister, 4-0 perfect record of a 79 ERA. This would also be another good mound matchup as well for this Saturday coming up. later this week. 17-5 Astros hosting 11-10 Twins in Houston. Barreras 1-1, 4.18 ERA versus Zach Greinke with a 2.28 ERA. On the mound with the red-hot 17-5 Astros in Houston. The 11-13 Rockies hosting the 13-8 Nationals in Cleveland. Steven Strasburg 1-3, 3.96 ERA versus Hoffman with an 8.04 ERA. At the same point, in a different environment for sure. 15-9 Astros hosting 11-11 Yankees of the season in LA. Tanaka 1-2, 7.52 ERA versus Canning with a 3.91 ERA. The 9-13 Rangers take on the 9-17 Athletics in Oakland. Vasquez 1-2, 4.05 ERA versus Trevor Rourke for 4.91 ERA. And the 16-7 Padres take on the 12-13 Mariners in San Diego. Gonzalez with a 2-1 record, 3.09 ERA versus Lucchesi. That's a 3-0 perfect record on the mound for the 16-7 Padres for 4.98 ERA. Not going to do any standings tonight, guys, but 3-game winning streak for the 10-12 Cardinals as it takes a little more slowly. Well, I'm going to wrap things up, guys. I'll tell you in a second. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. But I do go back tomorrow. I'm going back to work tomorrow from 7:30 to 11:30. But tomorrow night, since I'm off at 11:30 tomorrow, I'll be at Subway for a while with my Subway family, with good sisters. 3 out of the 4, or there's 4 in total as we speak. So tomorrow night, you guys will have The Last of Us 2. With The Last of Us 2, it's going quite very well. It's doing very well every 3 to 4 days a week. So I've been getting it some more attention. What else? Borderlands 3 is still going to have a good turnaround very shortly. So you guys will have a new episode this Tuesday and Wednesdays. As we're on the road to the deadline on, road to the deadline September 4th. By the time I pick up Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, because I've enjoyed these 3 days off this week. Well, my next day off is this Saturday, so you guys will have MLB 19, managing the 10 and 12 Cardinals as they look for 4 wins in a row this Saturday. That's actually my next day off coming up very soon. So all I have to do is morning sips from Monday through Thursday, and then I'm off Friday, and then I have 1 to 9 on Friday. So the lineup for this week is remaining the same. Tomorrow night after work and after Subway, you guys will have The Last of Us 2. Tuesday and Wednesday, Borderlands 3. Thursday, well, I've got 7 to 11:30 on Thursday. So you guys will have Final Fantasy VII Remake Friday in the morning as well. And then Saturday we'll do Doom Eternal and baseball. So we'll see if there's anything else you guys want us to add up from Zombie Gaming and the Iamacreator group. But Zombie won't be live till 12 o'clock tomorrow. It's actually a half hour after I get off work. So it's actually 7:30 to 11:30. With this 1 15-minute break, but that's fine. But I'm going to wrap things up for tonight, guys. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19, managing the 3-game winning streak of the 10 and 12 Cardinals. They try to make it 4 in a row the coming weekend. Be sure to hit that red support button. If you guys are new in the chat from Zombie Gaming, he's phenomenal to grow our channels. Leaving a comment under somebody's channel and have them give right to you. As good as always. You guys can smash the like button. We got about 6 likes tonight. Which you guys will have Doom Eternal. It's still every Saturday and Sunday, so it'll be coming this Saturday later this week. So we should be just fine. There's also anyone that wants to follow me on Twitter. If you guys do have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter anytime you'd like. By getting my name out, you guys can share some information, a good name, first and last name on Twitter. You guys can give the information according to plan for that too. And we should be all set and prepared for tomorrow for work. And then you guys, like I said, The Last of Us 2 will be tomorrow night. Until I get back from Subway for a while. We'll be watching our videos in full. Like them in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. We're all good to go. If you guys also want to vote for the idol, it lands at 28. The Great Summon is at 12. So guys, let me know if there's any other questions you guys want to ask. I'm going to wrap things up for tonight, so hopefully you guys had a good time. As far as the other channel goes, I'm not going to even try to trust any worthy crap on that. But I want to say thank you, baby. I love you. Thank you, Brother Mark. Keep up the good work, guys. And Shrek Bean, thank you. Fan of the Wonky Brewers. Keep up the good work. And thank you, Lloyd Splice, for coming by, too. Keep up the good work. I will see you guys tomorrow night with The Last of Us 2. See what we got intact with the loving, caring lesbian couple of Dina and Ellie, as they try to see what the next location is, which I may have an idea what that's going to lead to. So we'll see what happens. So have a good night, guys. I'm glad you guys had a good time tonight. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with The Last of Us 2. Same time, same channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.